Was there a brief moment where we thought that Yellowstone would forever end on a cliffhanger? Yes, there sure was. And it was toward the end of 2023 when Kevin Costner, the star of the show himself, announced he was hanging his hat for good. The announcement came as a shock to fans, obviously, but also to Taylor Sheridan, the series creator, and the entire cast and crew working on Yellowstone. Not to mention the execs at Paramount who started scrambling to find another Kevin Costner. There was none, and eventually Taylor had to resolve the fact that the final season of the show would just have to go on without the star. This was something fans weren't too thrilled to hear, and they hoped that a deal could be worked out between the two feuding parties. Costner backed out, and then the writer's strike set back production by a couple of months to a year. And there was this fleeting moment where fans of the epic western thought that there wouldn't ever be a Yellowstone finale. Well, there is, and it's here. That's right, the final season of Yellowstone, part 2 of season 5, is here. And we have the first look from watching what happened after the leading man was cut from the finale to what becomes of the Dutton family ranch. This is the official first look at the finale of Yellowstone. When, where, and how. Starting out with the when, Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 is coming up in November 2024. This would be one of the 3 release dates we've heard for the show, but mark November 2024 on your calendars because this time it's actually happening. There was a time when Taylor claimed that he never wanted the show to end. Literally. The series creator claimed that his mind was bursting with ideas on how to carry on the Dutton legacy and still had a couple of seasons planned. Well, that didn't end up happening, and yes, he blames Kevin Costner for it. In hindsight, could they have continued the show without the leading man? Yellowstone wouldn't be the first show in history that's had to continue without its star cast, and it won't be the last. However, Taylor didn't want his beloved Western to become another statistic. All he wanted was for fans to remember it as the best Western they'd ever seen. And that meant ending the show when Kevin walked out. Speaking of which, no, Kevin Costner didn't pull a fast one on all of us and will actually be in the finale. There was widespread speculation that maybe the silver lining to all the delays was that the Hollywood legend had time to really mull this one over and come back begging Taylor for his role back. Taylor would have welcomed him onto the Yellowstone set with open arms, and then the rest would have been history. Only one half of that story's correct. Yes, Kevin did ask Taylor for his role back. However, he didn't necessarily have a change of heart, no matter what he's claiming now. In fact, after his Horizon film series tanked, fans believed that Kevin realized he'd just made the biggest career mistake of his life. Yep, possibly worse than Waterworld. Apparently, he had his people reach out to Sheridan and the team at Paramount, hoping they'd take him back. You'd think that this was what Taylor had wanted from the moment Kevin walked off the set, and when he had to change the course of the show he had worked on for so long. But nope. In fact, Taylor let Kevin know that there was no point in John Dutton coming back for the finale because he'd already written the script that didn't include him. Yes, that's right. The finale is one where we don't get to see much of John Dutton because of, well, the obvious. And you know what? Taylor thinks they're better for it. He claimed that the finale would be the best finale in the history of television, even without the show's leading character. That's a pretty tall order, and we'll have to wait a few more months until November 2024 to see it pan out on screens. To catch everyone up to speed on where we left the Dutton family in Part 1. Yellowstone Season 5 Part 1 ended dangerously for the Dutton family. The ranch hands make their way to the 4-6s in Texas to save their cattle, leaving Casey in charge. Meanwhile, a twist to Beth and Jamie's rivalry in Yellowstone, Jamie gets the upper hand when threatening to reveal John's involvement in multiple murders. Anticipating his family's moves, Jamie gets help from Sarah Atwood, who convinces Jamie to hire assassins. It sets the stage for an intense showdown in the final chapter of the series, with Season 5 Part 2 promising to be Yellowstone's most shocking yet. Mark your calendars, November 10th, 2024 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The cast we will see. The best part about having an award-winning show is that the show can go on. While Costner's exit will be felt, and he will be missed in the finale, the rest of the Dutton clan will hopefully make up for his absence. In a Season 5 Part 2 teaser trailer, we see John telling his family the history of the Duttons. This set the stage for him to prepare his kids for a life without him, and the infighting that's just about to begin. Again, we caught a glimpse of what's to come with the intense Part 1 cliffhanger. Is this Jamie's time to shine? Will Beth be the one leading the Dutton family? What about Rip Wheeler and his role in going from farmhand to farm owner in Yellowstone? And where's Casey? Don't worry, they're all coming back for the finale with Kelly Riley, Luke Grimes, Wes Bentley, and Cole Hauser, among many others, confirming they'll be a part of the final season. Among the others, we have Monica, Mo, Chief Thomas Rainwater, Lloyd, Carter, Governor Perry, and Jimmy. And still many more familiar faces we'll get to see. The storyline for the finale. So far, all we've been told about the finale is that it's the best one ever and that it'll be an emotional roller coaster no one saw coming. But that's just about every season of the epic western so far. In any case, Part 1 ended with Beth suggesting that the rest of the Dutton family members come together and take care of one of their own. Well, one who was supposed to be one of their own. Beth wants John to consider cutting Jamie out of their lives for good, even if it means taking dire measures. Jamie isn't an innocent bystander either. In fact, many fans argued that the finale had to incorporate Jamie in a more villainous role than in past seasons. He was, after all, the forgotten Dutton, and this was bound to happen. Anyway, after finding out about the train station, Beth makes her case not knowing that Jamie might just be 2 steps ahead. He's conspiring with Sarah Atwood to make the first move. While all of this is brewing, Rip's busy leading the ranch hands in their journey to Texas. Yes, he will be a part of the finale in some capacity, although it's fair to speculate that this season focuses more on the main Dutton clan. Rip's story is also integral to the finale, by the way. His story could connect to the main storyline with the upcoming spin-off 4 Sixes. Back to Jamie, he's using his prowess for evil and attempting to impeach John, the man who raised him, or at least tried to. This means that Jamie's the only thing standing in between John and the rest of the Dutton family is Jamie. John Dutton's conservation easement plan for the ranch could get overtaken by Jamie and Sarah's schemes to commercialize the property. Broken Rock representatives Chief Thomas Rainwater, Mo, and Angela Blue Thunder could still turn the tide depending on how the Duttons' plans could affect the federal government running a pipeline through the reservation. It sets the stage for an epic end to Yellowstone where there will surely be many casualties by the time Season 5 Part 2 concludes. Grab your tissues, warns Yellowstone star. Ian Bohen, the actor who plays Ryan on the show, warned fans of an emotional roller coaster like none other. In a social media post where he reposted the teaser trailer for the finale, Bohen captioned, "Clear your calendar, grab your tissues, send the young'uns off to your sister's house, it's gonna get real western around here." Bohen was cautious about not revealing any spoilers, but still hyped the remainder of Yellowstone's run as an emotional ride. This tells us what's to come for the Duttons in the finale. Bowen's post answered no questions and raised a couple hundred more. Is there going to be a major character who will never come back to the franchise in any shape or form? Obviously, it seems like John Dutton would be the character that meets an untimely, and if Taylor's still holding a grudge, possibly brutal end. What do you think is coming up? Let us know in the comments.